You know, one thing I used to do when I was a kid, and I'm not sure if anyone else did this, it wasn't just with this game, but one thing I always liked to do was just to let the game just sort of rock like this, and just leave the ambient noise in the background, and just... I don't know, I always found it really relaxing. There's a few games I like doing this with. Ocarina of Time and Twilight Princess was one of them, in the Hyrule Field. And I'm pretty sure there are others that I can't remember, but I'm curious to know if anyone else did something similar. Anyway, hello, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Shadow of the Colossus. On the last episode, we took out number 11, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm very happy with the way... Oh, jeez, I'm sorry, Aggro, I was trying to pet you. I'm very happy with the... Wanda really wants to kill Aggro, apparently. Aggro. Aggro. I don't want to kill you. Can you... Like... Can you just slow down? Thank you. There we go. But anyway, as I was trying to say, I was very happy with the way, that Colossus turned out, because I usually have a lot more trouble than I usually had with that Colossus, and, well, it wasn't 100% smooth, but, you know, you take what you can get. Anyway, we're going to be taking on Colossus number 12 today, and I believe it's to the northeast. And it seems like I am correct. And it is, Plagia, or Plagia, depending on how you want to pronounce it. Plagia? Something along those lines. I'm sure someone will give me the, you know, proper, quote-unquote, way to say it. And Plagia is a very interesting Colossus for a number of different reasons, and one of those reasons is actually going to be what I want to talk about during the journey in this episode, and that is Colossus designs, because Plagia has a very unique design compared to other Colossus, and doesn't adhere to the same exact rules. Now, with the Colossus in this game, there's actually a lot of things I like about the design elements. Most of them look very animal, or are very similar in design to a relation of some animal. Number 8 was a gecko, number 5 was obviously a bird, number 11, last episode's, was a lion. But they don't always have to be animal-based. Number 6 was actually very heavily inspired by a man. And the one we're going to fight, it doesn't even look like any particular animal. Also, Alter, let me see if I can get this lizard. But it doesn't look like a particular animal, and one of the big reasons why it's very different design-wise is Plagia doesn't actually have any eyes. It has these two tusks, which act as its eyes, or its, like, sensors, I guess you could say. And those tusks are what change from blue to orange to symbolize if it feels threatened or not. And that's something I really like about Shadow of the Colossus. There's no reason the Colossus need to be animal-based. There's nothing saying in the lore that, oh, they have to be based on animals. And because of where they came from, they don't necessarily have to be based off animals, and from a lot of fan theories, it sounds very interesting about why they formed the way they did. Obviously, I'm not going to get into that quite yet, because that is very, very endgame stuff, but it's definitely something to keep in mind, because it's very interesting. I saw people saying different Colossus that they liked, and what designs they like and didn't like. Number 4 was a very interesting one that I saw people talk about. Not just on the video, but with discussion with friends as well, because I know someone who loves 4, because they like how sleek it looks, and it resembles a horse. But people in the comments have said that they don't like 4. Also, freaking... Get over here, lizard. I swear to Christ. Stop. 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 Lizard. Ah, jeez, it's gonna be one of these ones, isn't it? It's just gonna be one of those times. Is he still going? Stop for a second. Jesus Christ. There we go. Calm down, man. But, anyway, yeah, as I was saying, Colossus designs. If I had to choose a favorite, I'm not entirely sure. I definitely like Avion's design, even though it's just a bird. But I still like the way that the rock and the fur, and the way that the skeletal structure moves on Avion. I actually really like Gaius, because Gaius resembles, I think his code name was the Knight, which I think is pretty apt. I just love how he just uses a giant slab of just architecture as a sword. Valus is a pretty popular one. If I had to choose one which I like, which not many people like, I'm going to go with... I actually really like Gecko. I think Gecko looks pretty cool. And I'm looking forward to getting to this area. There was something I saw over there, like, earlier. It was like waterfalls and rapids, and it looked so good. Also, better take in the scenery here while we can, because we're never going to come back here. And if I remember correctly, there are some waterfalls over here that you can completely miss, because we have to take a U-turn. And you can actually skip the natural U-turn by just going through there, but I'm not going to do that. Damn, just look at that. This is actually a game I've considered showing to my mother, who's not very well versed in video games. I think she can appreciate the scenery and just, you know, going around the world. I just love just going around worlds like this. Interesting worlds with interesting designs and interesting places to go. That's all we really need, right? Well, and some good gameplay mechanics to go on top of that. Anyway, U-turn is now complete. And that is where Plagia is located. But before that, I believe there is another save shrine somewhere around here. Let's see, probably over there. You doing okay, Aggro? Completely forgot, I can just hold triangle. I don't even have to steer him. I'm just holding a button right now and he's going along the pathway himself. Ah, here we go. One thing I've been watching other people play through the remake, and one thing that I didn't even think of when talking about aggro and why people liked aggro is this was one of the first games to ever have how should I put this? Extremely technical horses, or horse, I guess I should say. This was one of the first games to have a very realistic horse that controls very technically as compared to other horses. And Shadow of Colossus was the first marker of that type. And then Red Dead Redemption was, I'm going to say, the second, and oh god, doesn't look like you can go any further, buddy. Don't worry, I'll be back. And that was one of the first reasons people fell in love with aggro, because it was the most realistic horse on a game console up to that point. And that was a reason I didn't even think of people like aggro, because obviously I'm from a slightly later generation, so I didn't play Shadow of Colossus back when it came out, so I couldn't appreciate it as much. It was Red Dead Redemption for me, which was the first game where I'm like, whoa, look at these horses, they look so realistic, and they handle so realistically, and it feels great. And now a lot of games have quote-unquote realistic horse physics. Some games still can't get it right, like Skyrim. I enjoy that game, but horses are not that game's strong suit. Also, this might be a bit of a placebo, but I heard if you hold R2, you actually go a little bit faster. Actually, I think that's true. I feel like I am going faster. Anyway, we have reached Plagia's den. And he should show himself very soon. I think I remember in the HD remaster, you could actually see him, but because of the new volumetric lighting and, you know, darkness of the remake, you actually can't see him as easily. So, as you can see, Plagia has a very unique design for a Colossus, and he can also shoot lasers, because of course he can. Right. So, there are two ways to get onto Plagia. There's a fast way, and there's a much longer but easier way. I'm going to attempt the fast way, but I don't promise anything. Basically, if I remember correctly, I have to hide behind here, and after some time, Plagia will actually get curious. I might actually have to move around for that to happen, though. Doesn't look like there's any other place I could go. Actually, maybe over there. Oh, also, Plagia is a whopping 380 tons, is about 89 feet high, and 100 feet long. So there's that as well. I also kind of like this Guardian of the River thing they've got going on. It's pretty cool aesthetic. Alright, Plagia, yes. You know I'm here. I know I'm here. You're probably not going to get curious, are you? You're just going to keep on zapping away. I want to at least try the fast way once, so... Okay, after this... Okay, let's go. Now, if I remember correctly, if you dive underwater, he can't hit you with the lightning, so... I need to time these correctly. No, you don't! I still remember stuff. I'm still kind of a sitting duck right here, so, you know, not my best plan ever, but it's a plan nonetheless. Okay, maybe if I'm sneaky enough, I can lose him behind the ruin. God, you're still firing at me? Okay, do you know where I am? No, I don't... Okay, I think he's lost me. Good, that's what I need. Okay, no, he saw me again. Okay, you know what? Let me try this. Hey, buddy. Okay, now he's annoyed. If he doesn't do the fast method thing that I need him to do, then I'll just do the much more boring, but albeit more reliable method. Okay, buddy, I swear to Christ, I need you to come over here, okay? Nope, doesn't look like he wants to. Okay, he's lost interest. You know what? This is where I could get the easier method, so I'm just gonna go for it. You can't see me. But basically, I can at least tell you what the fast method is supposed to be. So, if you hide behind the ruin... It might actually have to be at the ruins, now that I think about it. But if you hide behind some debris, Plagia will actually get curious and come over to check, and will lower its head. At that point, you can actually use the rims on its head to get to the top. However, the easier and more reliable method is to get to the mossy section on its back, and then climb up that way, which is what I'm gonna do. Alright. Get my grip meter. Alright, let's do this. So a lot of you are probably wondering where the hell its weak point is located on its body. Well, this is where the other unique thing with Plagia comes into play, because the weak point, if we get our sword out, is actually nowhere near on the top shell of its body. It'd actually be probably a better idea if I get to its head, which is a bit more stable. Alright, let's go, 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 go. But the sigil is located on its underside, which we need to trick it into showing. And we'll do that by actually controlling it with these stones right here. So depending on which stone you use, you can actually control it to go in certain directions. And once we reach the place we need to... Come on, Rhonda. Okay, good, 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 good. We can get to the top here. And then And hopefully, if I remember correctly, this is where you'll show your weakness. Come on, you know you want to. That's right, Colossus, I'm right here. Alright. I need a reminder. There it is! It's right there on its underside. Alley-oop! Wanda, get your sword ready, bro! This is its only weakness, and this is our only chance. Well, actually, it's not our only chance, but it's our best chance. Yeah! Okay, I got one more stab in. I'm good. Oh crap. Well, we're not using that ruin anymore. I think if you're fast enough, you can actually get it in one cycle, but I was not fast enough, so I'll just have to do it the old-fashioned method. And by that I mean just do the same thing, the exact same thing again. Alright, come on, Plagia. Trying to remember if this was one I had trouble with. I think it was, because I never figured out, this was obviously when I was a kid, and when I say kid, I mean like, what, 13, 14 years old? I never thought to hit the stones on the top of its head. Like, they never stood out to me as much as, the developers probably wanted them to. And I don't think that was actually the developers' fault. I think that was just because I was a stupid, dumb kid who didn't know how to play video games. Well, I guess not stupid dumb kid. Stupid dumb teenager, I think, is more accurate. Alright. Second round, let's go. Oh, jeez, we need to get you to that ruin. God, I wonder if it's trying to wash me back into the lake. That would be interesting if that's the case. I also love how freaking Wonder, like, hits the rock so hard that he actually flips backward. Oh god! Ooh, Wonder! Don't fall, buddy! Oh crap. Just a little bit more forward. I guess it's not because he's hitting the rock so hard. I guess it is because it's a giant freaking Colossus that's moving about. Oh shit. Oh crap. Thank god it doesn't have any eyes. Turn around. Alright, cool. Hide behind here. To make sure I don't get hit by lightning. Alright, Plagia, you know what to do. I don't even know what those are supposed to be. But they look cool. His feet, that I mean. Anyway. Through the heart I stab at thee! What a truly unorthodox design. But I actually really like it. Alright. Oh, jeez. Oh, man, why are they already here? Couldn't you have given me at least a little bit more time? You know, speaking of unorthodox designs, I think number 13 also is pretty similar in that regard. On the next episode of Let's Play Shadow of the Colossus, we're going to take on Colossus number 13, and another one of my personal favourites, ranking up there with Avion. So, look forward to it. See you guys then.